Good morning, all. I am Dr. Kanuchan Patro, your cancer jockey, radiation oncologist from Visakhapatnam. Today, I came with different cancer awareness video. I will tell about today about the how to take care about the bedridden patients, terminal ill patients, incurable cancer patients who are in the terminal ill and bedridden. So how to take care of a bedridden person, not only cancer, because of any disease. I will tell several points. Please remember, help your relatives, your friends with this video if when there is usefulness. First thing, in bedridden patients, try to take a good hospital type of bed with side rails and adjustable proper positions bed. This is easily available in the market. That will help you. It will they can sit by automatically, and they can that will prevent fall along the sides. So this is a very good. I am showing you this picture is a very good bed. You can buy and take the help of them. This is a type of wheelchair I am showing here. It is an adjustable wheelchair. Never try to always put the patient in the bed. You can sit in the, ask the patient to sit in this wheelchair. It is adjustable wheelchair, starting from the simple wheelchair to automatic wheelchairs. This is adjustable, shifting to the bed, shifting to the cars with auto toilet system. So try to find out according to your affordability and usability. Another point is how to, if constant bedridden patients, there is a high chance of developing bed sores at pressure sores. So how to prevent it? So always change the position if anybody is there, or ask the person if can possible. You should change the position frequently. Change the bed linens regularly, every alternate day, or if possible every day. There are two kinds of beds available to prevent pressure sores. One is the air bed and water bed. One of the most useful thing and easy to use is the air bed. With this automatic air bed, it prevents the formation of bed sores. You can also use water beds that is commercially available any hospital, any medicine stores. Apart from that, there is a called backrest. You can purchase separately, or it is coming with along with bed. So you can adjust when you are eating. Patient wants to eat, always give in the sitting position. Otherwise, it will goes to the bronchial air pipe or wind pipe, that will cause infection and again aspiration. So always give a backrest, adjustable backrest, and always give the food in the sitting position. Another thing is, some patients have wounds. So what to do? Irregular dressing is required. Nothing to worry if you call any person to dress in and do the dressings. They may charge many more. Every day they may not come. Just use at least betadine ointments, and dressing material you don't get. Very simple. The woman uses in the sanitary napkins, which is also sterile, and you can use these sanitary napkins as a wound dressings. This is very useful, and nothing to worry. This is also a wound protector. Some people, though they know this, they can feel the sensation, but sometimes they pass the urine because they're not able to get up, or some incontinences. You can use this type of a catheter called condom catheter. In this condom catheter, chances of infection will be less, and you can use that. Sometimes people are the subconscious level with less sense. If you give food, the chances of getting aspiration and food may goes to the windpipe. So always give the tube feeding. So what food you to give should give? Mostly it should contain protein type of food, mostly protein. If you have a dietitian nearby or a nutritionist, you can call them and take a diet chart for your patient according to your need. Another, you can use diapers if there is a motion incontinence, not able to feel the sensation of passing the stool or urine. You can use the diapers. Adult diapers also useful in the market. Another things, do the physiotherapy regularly. Physiotherapy is very important to mobilize the person. It can help, and it also helps in the circulation. You contact a physiotherapist, or you learn the exercises that will help you. Keep in mind there should be a good airflow, because stagnant air that causes lots of bad smell. So if good airflow also gives good ventilation, and patient and as well as you will feel very relaxed. Vitamin D, good sunlight. Try to get good sunlight with through window. So that is also very much important, and patient will feel good. Room should not be dark. It should be with a good light, and room light well light, and it is very useful when the patient suffering dementia and all mental problems. Always it is not possible to maintain alone in the home by these all things. You can hire a health professionals like nurses, pharmacists. They are available and easily available in the various organizations. You can hire, if you are affordable, you can hire or train yourself. Take time to communicate your feelings. You just talk to them, just share with your feelings, share their feelings. Keep a hand with them, and they will feel good, and more communication, more talkating. So it helps in the feeling well-being. Another thing is, because of the foul smelling, don't worry, it happens. You can use room sprays, good sunlight, good ventilation. That is also help. It will help keep proper hygiene and good cleanliness. Helps the all people to live happily. And for the proper hygiene, give a regular bath, at least sponge bath. If not possible, regular bath also is a good thing. Try to take this automatic wheelchairs have a facilities to move here and there easily, and you can take the regular bath, take to him sunlight, and give the proper bath every day. Hope you understand these things. It will help to many persons to tackle the bedridden patients, your relatives, your friends. Don't forget, if you think like it, don't forget, help them to win this situation. Thank you very much.